Welcome to Blazing Baseball, episode number 75, where we blaze through today's baseball topics, and we are Astros and Yankees fans.
Yep.
So, what is the College World Series schedule now?
Yeah, the Texas Longhorns got knocked out.
Right, we lost, and what happened with the Notre Dame game?
Okay, so
All right,
the
then
Notre
they
Dame
lost.
lost to Oklahoma 6-2.
And so then today, it looks like we have Auburn versus Stanford and Ole Miss at Arkansas.
That's correct. So that's what's happening in the NCAA College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska.
A couple news articles that we'll go over today is Pittsburgh Pirates Jack Sawunski becomes, sorry if I'm mispronouncing names in this podcast,
Yeah.
becomes first rookie in MLB history with 3-homer game that includes a walk-off blast.
Holy cow.
And then also San Diego Padres third baseman Manny Machado leaves a loss with left ankle sprain in first inning.
He sprained his ankle.
Into these topics later in this podcast, but first we'll go over the schedule for today, and we have the Marlins at Mets with the Marlins Rogers, who's 3-5, versus the Mets Peterson, who's 3-1, and then we have the Cubs at Pirates with the Cubs Killian, who is 0-1, versus the Pirates Brubaker, who is 0-7, and then we have the Tigers at Red Sox with the Tigers Fado, who is 1-3, versus the Red Sox Winkowski, who is 1-1. And then we have the Yanks at Rays with the Yanks Cole, who is 6-1, versus the Rays McClanahan, who is 7-3. And then we have the Giants at Braves with the Giants Webb, who is 6-2, versus the Braves Fried, who is 7-2. And then we have the Blue Jays at White Sox with the Blue Jays Berrios, who is 5-2, versus the White Sox Lynn, who is 0-0. And then we have the Cards at Brewers with the Cards Nicholas, who is 5-4, versus the Brewers Burns, who is 4-4. And then we have the Royals at Angels with the Royals Bubik, who is 0-4, versus the Angels Syndergaard, who is 4-5. And then we have the D-backs at Padres with the D-backs Davies, who is 2-3, versus the Padres Darvish, who is 6-3.
So there's 9 games today. There's one day game in the afternoon, and the other 8 are night games. So 9 games in Major League Baseball today. Yesterday, the Astros won their game 4-3 over the Chicago White Sox in Houston. Brantley had a double, and Matijevic had his first home run for the season as a major leaguer, and Dubon had the home run. The winning pitcher was Javier. He went 5 innings. He gave up 2 hits. In 1 earned run, he had 5 strikeouts. His ERA is 3.07. The save went to Presley. He pitched the 9th inning. He gave up 1 base on balls, and he had 1 strikeout. His ERA is 2.55. The losing pitcher was Kopech. He went 5 innings. He gave up 7 hits and 4 runs. His ERA is 2.38. He's 2-3 for the season. And there were 37,709 fans at Minute Maid Park in Houston on Sunday afternoon, where the Astros beat the White Sox 4-3. And Chicago, they're off today.
Astros are off today, and we'll play the Mets tomorrow.
Oh, the Mets. All right.
At 7:10 Central Time.
Okay. And the Yankees lost yesterday 10-9. They couldn't get it done. They were winning in the game, then they were losing in the game, and they ended up giving up a run in 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to lose the game 10-9. The Yankees had 11 hits and 9 runs, but the Toronto Blue Jays had 7 hits and 10 runs. The losing pitcher for the Yankees was Peralta. He gave up 3 earned runs. His ERA is 2.52. Starting pitcher Severino for the Yanks went 5 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. His ERA is 3.27. The winning pitcher was Garcia. He went 1 1/3 innings. He had 3 strikeouts. His ERA is 3.55. That put the Yankees at 49-17, still in first place in the AL East. The Blue Jays are in second place in the AL East at 38-28. There were 44,395 fans at Blue Jays Stadium in Toronto, Rogers Field. Okay, so that's it for the Yanks, but they're playing tonight. Let's see what's happening.
Yep. And also, before we get into this, I wanted to say it's kind of interesting that we're seeing some rookie record-breaking
It's
stats
great.
along with another baseball accusation right now, kind of happening at the same time.
What accusation is that?
Well, he was saying that, that the ball
The
was
balls.
different when the
Slick
with
balls.
the ball was slick a couple
Yep.
days ago when
Yep. The pitcher.
Upton got hit. Yeah,
Yep.
interesting. But anyway, so yes, we have the Yanks at Rays
Yeah.
at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, at 6:10 Central Time today. Up on the mound for the Yanks is Garrett Cole, who was a right-handed pitcher who was 6-1 with a 3.33 ERA and 91 strikeouts. And then Shane McClanahan, who is a left-handed pitcher who is 7-3 with a 1.84 ERA and 105 strikeouts.
They are both excellent pitchers. It's going to be a really good pitching match. Checking to see if we got the lineups in. Negatory on that.
We'll give you the Blazing Baseball predicted lineup.
Yeah.
And so we'll use this from yesterday's lineup with the Yanks. And first, we have LeMahieu at first base, and then Judge at center field, then Donaldson at third base, and then Stanton at DH, then Torres at second base, then Hicks at left field, then Higashioka at catcher, and then Gonzalez at shortstop, and Gallo at right field. And then with the Blazing Baseball predicted lineup for the Rays, we'll be using the lineup they used yesterday against the Orioles. And then we have up first is Kara Miner at center field, and then Margot at left field, and then Diaz at third base, and Troy at first base, and then Rosarena at DH, and then Mejia at catcher, and then Phillips at right field, and then Brujon at second base, and Walls at shortstop.
Okay. Torres bats .545 against the Tampa Bay Rays. So he's the Yankees' hottest hitter against Tampa Bay. Let's see if Torres can get some hits tonight. But he's batting over 500 against them as a team. So that's a good stat for the Yankees. Okay, and that game is at 6:10 tonight
Central Time
at Tampa. All right. What do the standings look like today, Mr. Colby?
In the AL East, the Yanks are in first, 11 games over Toronto. In the AL Central, the Twins are 1 game over the Guardians. In the AL West, the Astros are 9.5 games over the Angels. In the NL East, the Mets are 5.5 games over the Braves. In the NL Central, the Brewers and Cards are tied 10.5 games over the Pirates. In the NL West, the Dodgers are half a game over the Padres.
All right. So 9 games tonight. We had an interesting story today about the Super Baseball dog.
Shout out to Cynthia, my fiance, for bringing the story to our attention.
Get ready for the best hitting you've ever seen.
Play fetch, she plays baseball. Pepper the dog never misses a pitch, hitting it out of the park every single time. Left foot toward the home base hit. This dog's ready for the major leagues. Big hit, you get that one? Nice.
There you go. The big puppy. They call him the big puppy. The big puppy's just slamming the baseball out of the garage.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
They train the dog to be a baseball player.
Yep.
Maybe one day they'll have him on the Major League Baseball field entertaining the fans.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a dog league.
A dog league. Hey, it's a lot of fun. I watch the dogs do the
I'm talking about the obstacle course.
Obstacle course, that's it. I watch
Whatever
the
that's
dogs
called.
run the obstacle course, which is fun. And so maybe now they'll have another activity for the dogs on the obstacle course, or they'll have some type of competition for the dogs as batters.
Yeah, they also do the puppy bowl.
And the puppy bowl at the Super Bowl.
The
That's
Super
it. That's
Bowl
right.
with the football.
Well, maybe they'll have the dog batting competition when they have the home run derby.
There you
That
go.
would be perfect. And that's
Oh,
at
yeah.
the All-Star
Speaking,
break.
speaking of the home run derby, there was news
Yeah.
that Judge is declining going into the home run derby.
Oh.
And it was going into detail that when he did win the home run derby, he did have problems with his shoulder later in the season,
hurt
and
him.
he ended up batting not as well.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
there is an advantage to not
doing it.
doing the home run
Well,
derby.
Giancarlo Stanton also did it, and he won it before he was a Yankee.
Mm.
So they've both won it already. And once you win it, what's the big deal? And if you're going to get hurt, don't do it.
Yeah.
Typically, it's the younger guys that are in there slamming the ball.
Mhm.
The guy from the Mets won last year, I think. He's really good. Alonso.
Alonso.
Alon-
Yeah, that
yeah,
might have been a
Alonso.
couple years ago.
Yeah, he was really good,
That might have
and
been last
he'll
year.
probably be in it again. He likes it. He wants to win it. So that'd be the Mets will be well represented in that. The home run derby. It's always fun to watch. I enjoy it, and it's just great for baseball. And it's when the All-Star break happens, and you have a down couple. You're off for 3 days, so they play that before the All-Star game, and it's so much fun for the fans.
Yep, it was Polar Bear, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Pete Alonso. He won last year. Yeah, he's a slugger for the Mets. Lots of power. Lots of power. It's fun to watch, see how far they hit it and how many times they hit it. But they wear them out at the end, I think. I think they're tired because, they're hitting 50 home runs in one shot, one afternoon. So, okay, that's going to be fun. The All-Star break is coming up in July, and the All-Star game is July 19th. At Dodger Stadium. So get your votes in, fans, for your favorite All-Star player.
Yep.
All right.
And then going back to the ESPN article, it says Sawinski of the Pirates became the first rookie in Major League history to have a 3-homer game that included a walk-off home run, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. He also became the first Pirates player with multiple walk-off home runs in a single month since Wally Westlake in September of 1947, according to ESPN Stats and Information Research.
Sawinski. Looks like a nice kid. Damn, he's a lefty.
So the Pirates finally maybe will. They've been bad for a while, so maybe this is the spark they need.
They got a really good hitting rookie.
Yep.
He looks like a good player, and that's going to be fun for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I saw them play almost 60 years ago against the Philadelphia Phillies in Philadelphia. The Phillies won that game, but that was 60 years ago. That was the last time I saw him.
Nice. And well, we need to see them soon. And then
Astros had a confrontation.
Not too sure, but the Pirates game was on Sunday when this happened.
Okay.
And also, looks like on Sunday's games, lots of the MLB logos were blue. So
they were doing Blue Logo Day.
Yeah.
Father's Day?
I think so.
Okay. That's nice. That's fun. Why not?
Wearing gray and blue caps for Father's Day. Yeah.
All right. Oh, awesome. Well, I appreciate that. I'm a dad. So thank you, Major League Baseball. Yeah, and they're beautiful hats too. Oh, and you can buy them. Really pretty. Powder blue. All right.
Yeah, I was saying there was a Mother's Day one that was a pink one too that they had.
That's coming up.
Or that one's coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah.
So
that's the up and coming game. That's next month.
Mm-hmm.
And don't anybody forget Mother's Days. All right.
Nope. And then so according to ESPN's San Diego Padres star third baseman Manny Machado left Sunday's 83 loss to the Colorado Rockies after injuring his left ankle, taking a tumble at first base, trying to beat out an infield grounder.
Okay, but the X-ray came back negative, so it's a sprain. It's not a break. That's good for him. I don't think he'll be in the All-Star game, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be one of the top vote getters. He'll be a starter, but he might not play.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be interesting to see what happens. He's 29 years old.
It says heading into Sunday, he was tops on the Padres in batting average with 329, home runs 12, RBIs 46, and hits 83.
Yeah, he's a really good player, and we don't know about the injury reserve list or not. Okay, there's no statement yet about that if he's on the injury reserve list or not.
Yep.
Okay. We'll wait to find out. We'll tell you tomorrow on Blazing Baseball.
Yep. And exactly. Peace out.
Blazing Baseball.
Blaze to tomorrow's topics.
Peace out.